Hey guys, it's Absurd. So my WoW subscription's dying in a couple of hours, and I'm not renewing it. Had the next 4 months lined up to play, but I canceled it because I'm quitting. The reason why I'm doing this video, is because my whole intentions of the channel, of the computer gameplay part of the channel was WoW. It always was. That was what I wanted to do for it, and I never really could. So that's because of I don't want to blame Cataclysm, but I really don't enjoy it. There's a lot of grinding and whatnot that I don't want to do. One of the things I used to really enjoy doing was World PvP, and that's really been killed for me. There's really main areas like Duskwood, South Shore versus Terran Mill. Those were I was always in those areas. I was always nearby, so I can get there quick and fight. Now those areas are really dead. I play an RP PvP server where that's what goes down, and it's really died. Nothing's happening. World defense is just quiet. You'll hear a guard go down in Aberdeen or something, and then nothing happens for about 30 minutes. It's really boring. This is my favorite area by far in the game. Check this out. This is a rare pet for the hunters. It's actually probably my second favorite pet overall. I have it on my hunter. That's neat. Lucky enough to find it. But yeah, quitting WoW sucks. 5 years of gameplay going down the drain for the next like 8 or 9 months. I'm gonna be quitting. It's just I don't want to do it. I don't. It's not that I don't like the game. I love the new content, but I've already gone through it all. I'm not a big raider. I never have been. I'll do the raids, to get, oh, that's neat. That boss has a cool mechanic and whatnot. But I have to grind so much just to do that boss once to see what it's like. That's all I want to do. Is I just want to see what it's like, and I have to grind just to do that. I don't want to do it, So I'm not. I'm just not. Here's another rare. Look at him. He's there. There's 3 rares in this area. There's another bird as well. I have all 3 on my hunter. But yeah, so a little while ago I uploaded a video and I commented on I have to stop playing other games and I gotta play WoW. And I never really did, I put probably about a day's worth of time in there, just me standing around talking to people is what it was. And I have put a lot of time into this game. This character alone has over 3 months of gameplay on it. Right here, I'll show you something major. This took me alone 3 months to get. This Frost Saber. I started during the Burning Crusade. Got about to Revered. Still took me a long time back then, and then I got the last of it during Wrath of the Lich King. And this was tough. It was really tough. And then just recently, if you check my achievements and whatnot, I'm pretty sure you get achievement for it. I got the dungeon set too. Second dungeon set. It took about 3 months or so to get. No, it probably took about 2 months. It was just so hard to find people that still have that qualities, like making those old potions that you can't find anymore. And then upgrading the original set. It's really tough. And so, I put a lot of time in this and I really don't want to quit it. But when Cataclysm came out, there was so much hype. It was, oh, it's so revolutionary, so much game-changing things. They didn't change much. They just updated the graphics a bit and made it a little bit harder. A lot more kill mechanics. The raids aren't actually any harder. It's just there's a lot more kill mechanics. This is what it seems like. I haven't done very many. I've watched a lot of videos, though, of the raids. And there's a lot of bugs as well still. But there's nothing really game genre changing that came in. It just updated WoW. It was just 2 updates in one is what it seemed like. One was graphical and one was difficulty. So I'm not really down for that anymore. And the World PvP is gone. It's not fun. It's not a bad game in any way. Look how many people still play it. So many people play it. It's just I don't enjoy it myself. So don't flame me or whatever for saying that. I always did love this game and whatnot. It's just I don't anymore. So yeah, I like all the new content. I've gone through all the questing areas on alts and whatnot. I did all of, surprisingly I did Kalimdor. I hated Kalimdor. As an Alliance player, you don't really experience Kalimdor as much as you do unless you play a Night Elf, or maybe that other one that spawns on that side of the place, the Draenei. But they never really did them. I always went straight to Eastern Kingdoms. And they got some cool quests now, I'm not gonna lie, but it's quests. You only want to do them once or twice, and then you're done. You know, I find there's just not much. And then after participating in 3 of the Rift betas, and Rift just came out yesterday, or 2 days ago, it's the 3rd today. That's a big deal. Like, that's a game-changing game. Like, that changes the whole genre with the Rifts and whatnot, because you always have something to do. It's not always a grind like in WoW and like Eve and like Fliff or whatever that game was that I used to play. And then Old Republic's coming out. By far, I'm such a big fan of the original one. I'm so pumped for that it just makes this game feel like shit to me. Yet again, don't hate me for saying that. You know, the whole entire reason I bought a new computer, I put a budget up and I said I just want the best computer to play WoW on high. That's all I wanted. I didn't ask for anything more. You know, I pitched in about $300 and whatnot. I got what I wanted, but then when Cataclysm came out, it wasn't so enjoyable. I didn't like it as much. It's really disappointing, you know, that does kill someone's spirits, and it killed mine. This area's water effects are really bad. If you want to see really good water effects out of any of the areas, you should go to Sunken Temple and check out the water there. It's actually really good water effects. Like, this is pretty good too, but it's not anywhere near as good as over there. You should go check that out, you know. And I always find myself every time I'm on flying around like I am right now. It's killing my frames because of all the water. Menthil Harbor. So many times we just came here and set up a giant raid here and then tacked Orgrimmar. You know, before Wrath, the Lich King, we'd come here and just set up this giant area where you could fight. You know, some horde would come here, spot our raid. It was crazy. It was so intense. But you don't get that feeling anymore. It's just, you know, you port to a certain area, then you fly in, attack a city, leave. It's not like no one does it anymore. No one sits in a city anymore for more than 5 minutes to kill the king or the leader, queen, whatever, and then they leave. No one sits and actually PvPs anymore. So yeah, and that's one of the things I love to do. You know, I went on weekly PvP raids, which I don't anymore. It's just not the same for me anymore. So, you know, I'm quitting. But to take its place is going to be Rift. You know, it's going to take its place on my channel once I'm going to start Rift. I'm not going to start yet because I am playing another game right now that I am subscribed to. I'll do a video on that probably right after this or tomorrow. Just, you know, to show you guys. It's a third-person shooter. I really enjoy it. Anyone that knows me, they'll tell you my heart and soul is into third-person shooters. And that's why I flame over Ghost Recon every day. So yeah. But yeah, I'll upload that sometime. Until then, these are guys. I showed you my favorite area, which was Khaz Modan. Always was. It's because that's what this character's over 5 years old right here, and that's where I started questing. I went straight from Elwynn Forest to Khaz Modan because my friend went there. So we quested together there, and that's why I enjoyed it so much. That's why I like it, mostly. And it's kind of a nice looking area. It's not overwhelmed with destruction, as it is now. Back then it wasn't. It was kind of cool. But, yeah. So, see you guys. Last WoW video for a long time. I'll be back one day. Yeah. Peace out.